hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out. Yeah. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out.
Life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got through. City on fire soon as he got free. The king back now. Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the New York Giants taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. McCaffrey running up the middle. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. Oh boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up. So hold everything here as they're going to take a look at it.
Get set, get set.
Throwing here, Purdy. Over the middle, complete to Addison. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Now a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They run it with James. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. Go quickly.
Brian Robinson Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, 46 yards. And the Giants are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Room here to run. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll set up the screen to Scadaboo. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Out of the gun, here's Dart. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Giants, first down. 1st and goal, Giants.
He'll keep it himself. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw now, Dart. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Dart will throw it on 3rd and goal. He'll dump this off to Scadaboo. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Cade York on now for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. The Niners at 6-3 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Purdy looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Oh, some strong running. Touchdown, 49ers! Brian Robinson Jr. with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Niners are once again back in front. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball in the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Pinheiro now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these 2 teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're, he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Stays on his feet. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
They're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Cam Scatteraboo with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Robinson on a give right side. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Purdy now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He gets it to Addison. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And the 49er first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Purdy. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jerome Jennings. His first touchdown on the year. And the Niners have yet again retaken the lead. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
On the ground, it's Scadaboo to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Dart going to look to throw here. Now he's going to step up and run. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Dart. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Cam Scadaboo. He scored on the ground and through the air as they have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now Purdy. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's James. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get it.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. To throw, Dart. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Horton. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Mason Taylor, 30 yards. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Back to throw, Purdy. Now he's going to step up and run. It's caught inside the 25. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half, because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Dart going to give to Scannable. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing, Dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. Cam Scannable, 77 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Purdy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And a 40.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Called in left side here by Jennings. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
That's another.
Now they'll audible to something else.
First and 10 at the 34-yard
Throwing here, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Purdy from the gun. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. from 21 yards away. And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point.
Purdy will throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Giants 38, 49ers 26.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another first and 10. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Dart. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A throw right side caught by Neighbors. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Giants first down.
Looking to throw, Dart. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners will take over here at their own 14-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Second and 1 at the 24-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to have a Niners first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
First and 10 at the 25.
Out of the gun, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. They go play action here. Purdy gets this one to use check. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And that's going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Purdy now to throw. Throws quickly. He's got George Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out, and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. The slot man in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing his dart. They'll set up the screen to Scatteroo. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 20! And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Dart going to look to throw here. Pass caught right side by Taylor. Touchdown, Giants! Mason Taylor, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
49ers 26. Game 4 to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Shotgun now with Purdy. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. He gets it to Addison. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
Brings up second and a yard.
Now Purdy. That's out wide here for Robinson. Well, he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
This is caught by Addison. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Purdy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jordan Addison, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
The score, Giants 45.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
Set to kick off.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. From the 35, here's the second down and 6. Here's Dart.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
And 6 yards to go.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Here's Dart. Incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And this is caught. Jennings. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
24 yards. That's another 49er.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
At the 22-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Get set. 18, what's up? Purdy.
And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Yellow.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he is caught and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First down. 1st and goal at the
Purdy will look to throw again here.
And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Brian Robinson Jr.
from 6 yards away.
And the Niners get a bit closer. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. That is intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
At the 44-yard line.
A play fake, and now it's Dart. That's complete. It's the rookie from USC.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Let's go. 19, Tiger, 19.
1st down, here's Scalabrine. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 143 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Scatterby will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though. Probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Second and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Purdy from the gun. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Give up the middle, Scatterby. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
17 yards. And the Giants first down. It's a gain of 17.
They'll stay on the ground with Scatterby. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A gain of 6 on the play. And this is 3rd down.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So it's a win here for the Giants, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, we really saw a quarterback at the top of his game, didn't we? That was a masterful performance. 5 touchdown passes, and I'll let you know a little secret, partner. I think it could have been more.
So for the Giants, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
can feel this fire building up a little while, and when check the wire, sure enough, it's light.